about the things we have to do. At the end of the day, it's all the same, cause I do it all for you. I try not to get behind, keep it all in front of me. And I don't know if I'll make it big, but that's never been my dream. When the sun's down and the moon's up and the sky is dark and blue, I just keep on pushing all night long, cause it's what I gotta do. And I know that I can make it there, cause I do it all for you. Gotta keep that voice out of my head, telling me it's all in vain. If I'm putting in the work in time, I can push through all the pain. Cause the time flies when you're getting by and it breaks off all of you. But I know one day we'll laugh and play, cause somehow we made it through. And I know that I can do it, babe, cause I do it all for you. Tough times and tired eyes are the makings of a dream. In the end, it's all the same. In the end, it's all the same, cause I do it all for you. And I know we'll make it there, cause I do it all for you.
Hello! Hello, it is Tuesday. I used all of my brain power to think of what day it was. Where's my... There it is. It's right behind me. I've lost it. I've lost it mentally and everything. I've lost everything. Hello, Blue. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. You are Fert. You messaged your editor? Nice. Well, hopefully everything turns out good. I hope. But yeah, it's Tuesday. Oh shoot! I didn't even look at... Luigi lost. I don't remember... Hold on, because I have a very specific thing I was following. Hold on. Okay, that's not the tab I wanted. I want this one. Yes, I am going back through... Okay, come on, phone. Please play nice. Thank you. Oh, that's not... Oh. Try to remember, everything's falling apart! Everything is falling apart. Because I forgot to look at who my characters were supposed to be. Was this the last turn? Yes, okay. Who? Okay. There we go. Because I have a very specific method of doing things. I have a very specific method. I haven't said much about this method, but I have a specific method about the characters I select here. I don't know if anyone's really caught on or not, but... Alright, here we go. Bowser's Magma Mountain. Hooray, we're here. I am salvaging some of my sanity. Man, my brain has been so fried today. You have no idea. You have no idea. There's a method to our madness. There's always a method to my madness. It's time to deal with Bowser. It's time to deal with Bowser. I'm going first with a 5. 5, 4, 3, 2. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nothing's changed. Nothing changed. We're here. Let's go. Excuse me. So, how was everyone's weekend? I know it's Tuesday, but, yesterday was a Xenoblade Day. This music's great. Did I? I did. Okay. So the gimmick of this board, there's these shortcuts here that we paid 10 coins for. If we are successful, we get to go on through, and if we are not successful, we get to continue on the path we are at. So for that one, I will continue to go on the path. So that's kind of the gimmick, and then up top, there is a pathway where it could lead to a mandatory Bowser visit or a mandatory Boo visit. So who knows? Ta-da! I've explained the board in like 10 seconds. Hooray! So I didn't really talk much about it yesterday because, you know, just Xenoblade and doing the character stuff and everything. But there was a Nintendo Direct on Friday morning, and I didn't stream on Friday for a myriad of reasons. Oh, I tried to get the timing on that, but nope, to no avail. Oh, I figured I was too late on that. Okay. And now. Mario, you dick! No! Man, Mario, you suck. Can I at least get something? I can at least get something. Oh, I try to play it off, but then it's like, nope. Did we get it? We got it. Can I get 20 coins? Oh, I got a single coin. Can I get it? 21? Can my coins go drinking? My coins can go drinking. I'd rather not have my coins drinking yet. Let's not do that. Anyway. So the Nintendo Direct was on Friday, and I didn't stream Friday because a lot of different things happened on Friday. Yeah, how... And also, it's been several days, so I'm sure people who missed it probably have caught up on it already. Also, if we land on a happening space, all of the blue spaces turn into red spaces. And it lasts for 2 full turns. So when, on Wario's turn, 2 turns later, they'll revert back. So there you go. I'm gonna go get my debit card so I can add it to my Amazon. Sat down with it in hand, clicked add card, and it autofilled the card because it already saved on my browser. I got up for nothing. Man, that sucks when you get up for nothing. Dang it, convenience. How dare. I'm trying to remember. I'd probably rate the Direct solid 9 out of 10. In the beginning, there was the stuff about Mario's 40th anniversary, which was really nice. Galaxy 1 and 2's come to the Switch. Hyped about that. New Yoshi game.
Ready? Go!
new Yoshi game. That's exciting. Because Yoshi games are always super adorable. And I'm always down for a cute Yoshi game. It's so funny because last week during Mario Strikers, did I not say that my hope for new Mario sports games is they bring back the personality and good single player? Is that not what I said? So bam, psychic powers, hello. Mario Tennis Fever, ow, I scratched myself. Yeah, Mario Tennis Fever, I'm hyped for it. I want it, because it looks like it's shaping up to be something really fun and spectacular. And I am excited about it. Let's try it. I lost. I failed at gambling. Oh well. He's gonna get into a brawl. Oh no, he ain't even going. Okay. So yeah, I'm hyped for the new Mario Tennis game. I'm so hyped for it. I'm hyped for that. Hyped for Galaxy 1 and 2. And there's some other stuff. More stuff about Metroid Prime 4. Did they show a release date for Metroid Prime 4? I can't remember. Maybe they did. There was more info on Legends EA. The Kalos starters get megas. Insane. But also I heard, you have to have online, and you have to do like this online tournament or something to even like get the mega stones, which is so stupid. Why would you show for something that should have happened since X and Y? Like, X and Y needed a third version so bad, and I think we're essentially... Oh, I should have kept going. We could have gotten it. Well, Pokemon X and Y needed a third version. Needed an extra. It was the only one out of any generation to not get that. So I think ZA is kind of doing that now. But it still sucks. It still sucks. We have to wait so long. We have to wait so long to finally get our Kalos starters. And a lot of people dunk on X and Y for being too easy. But like, X and Y are fun. Like, I have probably put in the most playthroughs in Pokemon X and Y. Honestly. Because, like, that's probably the one me and my husband have played together. You know, we've done, like, at least 3 full playthroughs together. So, it's good, but it also needed a third version. It needed a Z version. You know, like, Red and Blue got Yellow. Gold and Silver got Crystal. Ruby and Sapphire got Emerald. Diamond and Pearl got a much-needed Platinum. And hell, even Black and White got sequel games. They got Black 2 and White 2, which are regarded as some of the best Pokemon games ever. I am not of that opinion, but I mean still. Point still stands, they got a sequel version. And... And, Sun and Moon got Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Kind of buffed it up a little bit. And then starting in Gen 8, they just started doing, like, actual DLCs. Which is great. Add extra content, you know, which is essentially what a third version, you know, kind of is. But, like... But also, like... X and Y needed it so bad. It was good on its own, but it needed that extra oomph. Add some more megas. Increase the difficulty. Added extra Pokemon to the gym leaders. Give the gym leaders megas. Like the anime did it. Why couldn't the actual games do it? So, and I really do think the Kalos starter should have had megas. Or at least had the opportunity to give us megas in a third version of the game. So, yeah. But, like, it's so awesome that they're getting megas. But to obtain them, not awesome. Absolutely not awesome. You have to play online PvP for 3 seasons to get all the megas. Yeah. Which is so ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Also, here's the thing. Announcing paid DLC for a game that's not even out yet? What the fuck are we doing? What the, like, ZA comes out next month. Like, a month from today, actually. I think it's the 16th. I can't remember. It's mid-October. But, like, yeah, ZA comes out in a month. And they've already announced paid DLC for ZA? Like, I mean, it's cool Raichu's getting, you know, branching mega. Cool. But, like, why are we announcing a paid DLC for a game that's not even out yet? I thought it was bonkers that Donkey Kong Bonanza has DLC already and the game's only been out 2 months. But I'll take that over announcing paid DLC for a game that's not even out yet. Like, I'll take that any day of the week. It's so bonkers. Why would they do that? I know it's like, oh, to build hype, but like, that honestly could wait till after the game comes out. Like, what are we doing? And hello? How should I say your username? Ixmikin? I don't know. Hello, Ix. hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. The DLC comes out the day of the main game comes out. It's not a DLC. It should be included. I'm calling it now. They're gonna start introducing light games that don't include all the features, like a deluxe edition, but worse. I can't imagine Pokemon doing that. Game Freak could 100% do that. For sure. Like, I think that's more of a Game Freak thing and not like an overall Nintendo thing. Because, I mean, yeah, Bonanza's been out for a couple months, but, like, I think the DLC content isn't, like, super duper, like, main thing. It's definitely extra side stuff. So that's understandable when, you know, games only been out a couple months. You know, that's understandable. But yeah, announcing a paid DLC before the game even comes out is definitely a choice. It was definitely a choice. Wee. Punch block, get money. I don't know what's happening. So many things are happening at once. I never get those, like, stray coin bags. I never do. To combat everyone complaining about $80 games that will release $60 games, it's like no megas, no post-game content. Scarlet Violet Light, it's the same game, but no Area Zero. That would absolutely suck. That would absolutely suck. And also, people have complained about the pricing of these games, while also not every single game is $80. Because Bonanza's only $70. There's other Switch 2 games that are only $70. So, and even and it's like, yeah, some of these like $80 games are like, that are, you know, a Switch version with the upgrade, it's like $70. But like, if you already owned the game, if you already paid money for it like a year or so ago, then $20 is $20, you know? Don't like it, then pay full price. Stop before I give Game Freak ideas. Yeah, don't. Don't give them ideas. Oh, what was it the other day where it was like, oh, nobody hates video games like gamers? The same line of thinking also goes for Pokemon. Nobody hates Pokemon like Pokemon fans. Like, Pokemon fans' worst critic is Pokemon, or like Pokemon's worst critics are Pokemon fans. Oh, I did not start that very well. Oh, that's fine. Oh, come on! I hate the controller so bad! Because, like, there's no notches to tell me if I'm going straight left or not. If I was going straight left, I would have gotten all of them. But no! But no! Ugh. I'm complaining about getting a lot of money in a minigame. What am I doing? Bruh! Bruh! What the fuck, Wario? What the fuck are we doing here? Disgusting. Disgusting behavior out of the game. Why do that? I have the money. I'm right there. Why would you rip it away from me? Ugh. Classic Mario Party. Get Mario Partied. You know how it's like, oh, get Mario Karted. Get Mario Partied. That one's not quite as catchy as Mario Karted. Let's see, thinking of the direct, there was also I saw something on Twitter and it's so funny. The direct on Friday was essentially, hey, here's an island. 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 There were so many islands. There were so many islands. Oh, what was that one? It's essentially like, Minecraft with me is like Dinkum. Yeah, it was Dinkum. The Australian outback. Dinkum. That was so funny to me. Also, Virtual Boy made me and my husband laugh so much. Because it's so silly to be bringing back the Virtual Boy. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny to me. Like, it's really cool, and like the thing that you need, I know there's a cardboard version that's like 25 bucks. The actual thing is like $100, which, if you think about it, it's not that bad, because a pair of Joy-Cons for the Switch 2 is the same price as $100. So, you're essentially just buying a new controller. So that's what you're doing for, like, the Virtual Boy thing. But I never had a Virtual Boy, so, but I think it's so silly. Sure, more farming sims come out soon. Yeah. I'm not much of a farming sim person. I'm not like those cozy games. I'm not an Animal Crossing. I'm not a Stardew Valley. I'm not much for those kinds of games, because when I was a kid, my now ex-sister-in-law, it was when her and my brother first started dating. I think the topic of like, hey, yeah, Tessa's got a GameCube. And it's like, yeah, you got a GameCube too. And she thought like, hey, maybe she would like Animal Crossing. So I was given Animal Crossing to try, and it was okay. I just didn't really gel with it too much. Yeah, I just didn't really gel with it too much. So. So yeah, I'm not much of like an Animal Crossing, Sims, you know, Stardew Valley. I'm not one for that. Like, the best I got for anything is like building houses in Minecraft in creative mode. That's the best I've got, honestly. That is the best I got. Yay! So... Oh, Mario was the one who bought that star? Hey, Mario. Cool star you got. It'd be a shame if someone took it. But yeah, there's lots of islands in the Direct Friday. There is stuff about... a little thing about Kirby Air Riders, because they got amiibos that you can like swap the thing as like a mix and match type thing. That's pretty neat. I thought it was pretty neat anyway. One thing that got like a pretty good pop out of me was Danganronpa 2 being remade. That is so insane to me, because it's like the 15th anniversary of Danganronpa, I believe. And, I've never played the games, but I have seen playthroughs of it, and I've learned a lot about, like, the lore and stuff of Danganronpa. So, I think it'd be pretty fun. And also, like, yeah, and, like, thinking more on it, but my beef with the Danganronpa community is they don't fucking care about spoiling things for other people. They just openly talk about spoilers, like, like nobody's business. It's so insane. It's the polar opposite of the Xenoblade community. Because the Xenoblade community is so protective of the spoilers in in the games. And Danganronpa's like, what's a spoiler? Oh, I was looking at Peach! Oops. That usually doesn't happen. No one's really got much money aside from Wario, so let's try and... Steal his money! Steal his lunch money! Steal all of it! Bully him! Bully Mario! Bully the bully! You know what, never mind. I'm just gonna... I need to... Oh, they're not really in a good spot. Yeah, they're not really in a good spot for me to get them stuck. No. Because the speedrun tactic is to get enough money and then just like hide in a corner. And they'll just like run in circles! So, cheap viewers? Excuse me? That's a new one. I can't tell if that's... Is that Japanese? Some specific Japanese characters I get confused with Chinese at times. Die, bot, die! At least you were here to slay the bot. Yeah, like, if you showed me Japanese and Chinese text, if I don't recognize any of the Japanese characters, I probably will get them confused. I can read Korean perfectly fine. It's me, sorry. Johnny, how could you? But hello, Johnny. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, I've got major beef with the Danganronpa community, because even, like, looking at people's reactions, people were very excited for Danganronpa 2 to be remade, like 2x2, 2x2, whatever. They're excited, but then they're just openly talking about spoilers! It's like, hello? What if someone hasn't played the fucking game yet, and you're like, yeah, this is the reason why this works, and yada 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 yada. It's like, bro! Why? Why? Why are we doing this? I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Like, the only thing I will say without diving into spoilers about Danganronpa 2, if you haven't already been spoiled by it or don't already know the game, is, out of the three, Trigger Happy Havoc, Super Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, and, Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony, out of those three games, the second one is definitely the most likely to have the flexibility of different killers and different victims, because that's the whole thing with the remake. It's like, yeah, there's branching pathways and you can have different killers and different victims. That's the only thing I'll say. Out of the core three, the second one is definitely the one that can get away with it. I won't tell you why. I won't tell you anything else, because so many other people will tell you why. So, it drives me nuts that some communities are so open about spoilers. Like, oh, everyone's played this game. But, like, in actuality, Danganronpa is extremely niche. It's extremely niche in the grand scheme of things. Like, no, not everyone's played it. Like, if you like the kind of visual novel, detective style, solving mysteries, a good story, I highly recommend Danganronpa. If you like getting attached to characters who are eventually gonna die, because that's what always happens, then yeah, go for Danganronpa, because a lot of my favorites end up dying. Which is great. But like, other than that, like, I hate it. I hate how they're so open about spoilers. It drives me bonkers. And I'm so lucky that I really, before watching any content on V3, I was only spoiled on the number of survivors. and it was from a meme that I saw. But that one was like okay because there wasn't really any context. I only knew there was like 3 survivors. So that was filed away in the back of my mind. But I never had any context of anything. There's a lot of like posts on Twitter or even TikTok that will blatantly tell you who the survivors are. How did they survive? I wish this character survived instead of this one. And it's a mess. It's a big old mess. I jumped my second monitor the whole time. Opened Club Studio, my said monitor resize 1 image, and a bot showed up. Without fail. When you leave, bots come in. Haha, first time I see a bot with my name. Yeah. Johnny. I didn't realize because I was too busy looking at the Chinese/Japanese characters. It looked Japanese to me. But I can't say for certain because like if I don't recognize, because there's some Japanese characters that I recognize, oh yeah, that's Japanese, I've seen that before. But if you give me like a block of text, like just like traditional Japanese, or I know Hiragana, I think. Again, I don't know this off the top of my head. I don't want to look it up right now. The one that, in Hiragana and like Chinese, if you like put in like 2 sentences with like just or like phrases with like just those, and I compare them side to side, I probably couldn't tell you which is which. Like, if I heard the language spoken, of course I can tell you which one is which. Japanese is very easy to pick out by listening to it. Japanese and Chinese are very easy to pick up by listening to it. Korean, I've been around it so long, it's kind of... Maybe it's second nature at this point? Like, if a random character in a show speaks Korean, I can pick it up. So... But yes, hello. But yeah, Super Danganronpa 2. 2x2. Mine. That's mine. I am excited. What else was in the direct? And I know it ended with Fire Emblem. It ended with Fire Emblem, and it's like, I'm not personally a big fan of Fire Emblem, never really played, it's not that I'm not a fan of Fire Emblem. That's probably the wrong phrase there. I'm not familiar with Fire Emblem. There we go. There we go, that's a little better. I'm not very familiar with Fire Emblem. So, but it's cool because I do know a lot of Fire Emblem fans. So like, yeah, new Fire Emblem game, let's go. You know, I'm excited. And it's like, oh, there's more stuff about Hyrule Warriors. Just kind of more information on what we've been told for the, from the Switch 2 Direct back in April. Oh. Yep, there it goes. Ow. So, but yeah, I'd give the Direct a solid 9 out of 10. Lots of interesting things, and I thought stuff was really, really cute. Oh, more info on Tomodachi Life. Another thing that excited me that probably is only exciting to me, Mortal Kombat. There's a Mortal Kombat Legacy, like, package of, like, the early games that I am excited for. I think it's, like, digital only, released on October 30th. And then it'll come out physically in December. But, I love Mortal Kombat. I grew up playing Mortal Kombat, even though I shouldn't have played Mortal Kombat growing up. But I think that's exciting because I like Mortal Kombat. Looking into some stuff for cons, these little stands have a width of 4.75 inches. 4 3/4 inches. I need 5 inches. Why can't they just be 5 inches? Like, what? 4 3/4 is very specific. Anyway, very specific and barely too small. Yeah. And it's like, oh, if you find something like the next size up, it'll be too big. That's usually what happens with like literally anything. You need something specific? Well, too bad. You only get this size and this size. Where? I should probably take a chance on the shortcut. Because that'll get me the closest. Let's do it. Hello, yes, I'll try it. I have money. Yay! You won, go ahead. Thank you. Thank you kindly. So, yeah, anyone who has watched the direct from Friday, any thoughts on it? What are you the most excited for from the direct on Friday? Because I've seen people say like, oh, the direct was terrible, it was awful, it was bad. No, it just didn't showcase the games you like. That's it. Virtual Boy? Oh man. Seeing the Virtual Boy made me and Vegito laugh so much. Because at least we got to watch the direct together. So, because all he had to do was just take a load somewhere that was a half hour away and then come home. That was his work day, Friday, and it was really just in the morning. He came home 10 a.m. So, because he came home, I was done with my shower, and we watched the direct together. So, yeah. Which, it doesn't happen very often that we get to watch a direct together. I'm very glad it happened with the Switch 2 direct. I'm glad it happened there, because that was a big one. That was a big important one. There you go. And then we got to watch this one together, and it was a pretty long one, and I knew with Mario's 40th anniversary and Mario movie, that's right, I forgot! Mario Galaxy! I'm so hyped. I love Galaxy. Galaxy 1 is, I wouldn't say it's the GOAT, but out of all of the 3D Mario platformers I have played, Galaxy 1 is probably my favorite. Galaxy 1 is probably my favorite. Yeah, we don't talk about Mario Galaxy 2. No. We talk about the first one. We talk about the first one all day, every day. Just not the second one. What's up, Bowser? But, yeah, I'm excited for Mario movie. Again, for April. Yeah, I'm so excited. And also, Galaxy 1 and 2. This will be the first time that Galaxy 2 is, like, officially re-released. Because the way I played Galaxy 2, we got it Virtual Console for the Wii U. That's how I played it. That's how we have it. So, yeah, Galaxy 2 being re-released is pretty crazy. And even with, like, Galaxy 1, it got re-released in an All-Star, in 3D All-Stars, but that was a limited run. That was a limited run game. If you got a copy of it, you got a copy of it. If you don't, you don't. So, I don't mean any disrespect to people who are into it, but I just cannot do in-depth analysis criticism of the video game industry. Like 4-hour-long podcast, 15-page forums about how the direct sucked, or 4-hour-long podcast about predicting what will be on the direct. It's just not for me. I agree with that. I agree. There's a lot of things that I'm like, I don't want to know this information. I don't want to do a deep dive on this information. I don't need it. I want to be surprised. I want to experience it myself. And it's like if you're just doing like a quick little 10-minute overview of the direct and then kind of give your opinions along with it, that's fine. But I'm not gonna watch like a 3-hour podcast going in depth about every little thing on the Nintendo Direct. Like, that's not for me. Like, yeah, I'll watch a 20-minute overview faster than I will like a 3-hour podcast. I feel everything is just negative opinions. I also agree with that. I think it's a lot of internet culture. Internet culture because the IWC is like this too. The internet wrestling. Yeah, the IWC is exactly like that too. That's why I just try to ignore it as best as I can. Oh goodness. And I also mentioned yesterday, like, the people at TKO unintentionally turned Vince McMahon babyface for a brief moment. Because, yeah, as we assumed, the price hike on the tickets is 100% TKO's doing. 100%. But then the reason why was like, bro, what are we doing? Because there was someone that was interviewed and he gave a statement on, they were saying like, Vince McMahon priced tickets for families. Priced affordable tickets for families and not maximizing profits. So we adjusted the prices accordingly to maximize profits, which is what we all assumed. But also it's like, damn, you're really making Vince the good guy here for this one instance. Like, again, don't get me wrong. Vince McMahon, piece of shit human, right? You know, with all the lawsuit allegations and the lawsuit and, you know, all that. And some of his, you know, his track record for certain things. At the same time, he was a damn good businessman. Two things can be true at the same time. A lot of people don't realize that. Not everything has to be mutually exclusive. Like, someone can be a piece of shit human and they'll say something, like, smart, and I'm like, yo, I agree with that. I don't agree with you, the person, but I agree with your statement and what you said. Mario said he got 10 coins. So, I also know not a lot of people are, not a lot of people are, a lot of people are not very happy with WWE right now. It's so funny to me that I feel like for the last several months, the women have carried. And I'm not saying all the men are bad with it. I'm just saying, like, the women are killing it. And that's kind of all I really care about right now. And a few others. But it sucks because, like, the women are carrying the business right now. And they announced, well, for one, a Royal Rumble in Saudi. And for two, WrestleMania 43, which is in 2027, will be in Riyadh, I believe. In Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And people are not happy about it. I wouldn't be happy about it either. But the one thing, it's money. They have money. They have money they are willing to pay. And, I feel like that is definitely a TKO thing, because, you know what, like, you know, Saudi Arabia, like, the men, totally fine, right? The men can do whatever they want, whenever they want. They can, wrestle in, trunks, show off a lot of skin, doesn't matter. But the women, they have to cover up in all these bodysuits. And I do, you know, like how, oh god, I fell, almost fell. That they kind of evolved their bodysuits to kind of coincide with, like, their own personal gear. It still sucks because, you know, in a desert, it's hot. You know, and especially for a Royal Rumble, have 30 women wrestle for damn near an hour in bodysuits covering from wrists to ankles. Like, that is just a recipe for exhaustion and disaster. Nobody likes this decision. And even for WrestleMania, what are the women gonna do about their gears? Can they really go all out? And it's like, yeah, the Saudi crowd is very hit or miss with people. Women especially. There's only 2 women that they have reacted positively to, and that's Rhea Ripley and Asuka. Don't really like anybody else. And it's like, you're really going to put your stars in that situation in a WrestleMania. Your biggest show of the year. Your Super Bowl. Your World Series. Your big one. You're going to put that in Saudi Arabia because money. Like, dude, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And also, I don't even know if we can watch WrestlePalooza this Saturday because they pulled the fucking rug out from under us, saying, because they announced it a month ago that, yeah, we're going to be moving to ESPN next year in 2026, which is cool. You know, cool, whatever. There's pros and cons. I was concentrating. There's pros and cons to moving things to ESPN. I know they're trying to make it more like a sports feel. Cool, whatever. If you want to shift your brand towards a direction, cool, whatever. But they're shifting it to ESPN, and they're like, yeah, we're going to create this new app that's like $30 a month. And people were not happy about that. Unless you are already a sports fan and already have, you know, ESPN stuff, you can just like upgrade it for this new app or whatever. Jesus Christ, we gotta do this again? Back to back, jeez. All right. I think I gotta, nope, I was about to say, no! God, the controller. Ugh. But yeah, with the whole ESPN app, unless you are already a sports fan and already have access to ESPN, all you gotta do is just upgrade it. But for the people who don't have access to ESPN, they have to buy a whole new thing. And like, before, we would watch wrestling PLEs on Peacock, which we paid like $17 a month for. That's the high end. So like the premium, the no ads premium, we pay $17 a month. That's the highest dollar. And it's like, so you're telling me we have to like almost double how much we pay a month just for wrestling if we don't already have access to like sports? Like, really? But they said it was going to be implemented by like WrestleMania next year, I think. In 2026. That was what was announced initially. And then like a few weeks ago, they're like, yeah, WrestlePalooza on ESPN. And it's like, excuse me? You lied to us then. Did you really lie to us? So that felt really shady. So I don't even know if we can even watch WrestlePalooza. Because, yeah, my husband has Netflix and a VPN on his phone, but that's on his phone. We don't have any other way to VPN and get, you know, the VPN Netflix on our TV. That would be fantastic. I'm sure a lot of people are looking into that VPN because it's only in the US. If you have Netflix and you are out of the US, like Canada, Europe, you can just watch everything on Netflix. Yep. Yep. So your big fan base, your big American fan base is getting totally screwed by these business decisions. And it bugs me so bad. Because it's like, yeah, WrestlePalooza is this Saturday. This Saturday, like later this week. And I don't even know if we can watch it or not. Because there's crazy matches on the card and they're treating it like a WrestleMania caliber event. But I don't know who all will be able to watch it. Because they pulled the rug out from under us and it's so fast to figure out finances to be able to get access to ESPN. And I haven't even seen a lot of information on this, so I don't even know, like, what the heck. Because it's like, I've seen somewhere that if you have ESPN with your, your cable streaming, like your television stuff, then you can watch it. But I've also seen you have to get these apps for it. And I haven't seen any information on it. Because, again, from my understanding, they said we're switching over to ESPN in 2026. Around WrestleMania is what I had heard through, the internet. And I'm like, cool, that's plenty of time for people to get information, see what works for them, and, plan their finances accordingly. But no, they pulled the rug out from under us and announced that, yeah, from WrestlePalooza onward, that is this month, this Saturday, that, yeah, we're moving to ESPN right now. And it's like, excuse me? Like, what? Yeah, so I don't even know how many people can watch it. At least without a VPN in America. So, yeah. And Wario does look kind of weird with the Bowser suit. I agree with that. Main event boxing match on Saturday, and Triple H and Steph were there. Nice. Nice. Hello, Wicked. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. I was mid-rant when you popped in, so... Everything's getting harder to watch. They don't even have things on TV that much anymore. Saturday. Never used VPN. Yeah, my husband will use one for different things, but yeah, he's got a VPN on his phone. But that's on his phone. And like he can watch wrestling on his phone because he has access to YouTube TV, which is what we watch TV on. And he has Netflix on his phone. Because I know he's used a VPN to like look up like Netflix stuff, documentaries and whatever, because he'll just watch like the randomest things. But yeah, like, but that's the only VPN we have. Like, I know there's ways to get a VPN like through your, your internet, your routers and stuff, but like, that's also extra money. So, yeah. Like, if we had a VPN, like, through our router, like, sure. We wouldn't worry about it, because then we would just VPN to, like, Canada. We would temporarily live in Canada. For wrestling shows, but... And it also sucks, because our kids love wrestling. Our kids really like wrestling, especially Allie. So... I don't even know how we're gonna watch it because with the business practices of TKO influencing WWE, it's snuffing out families and you're losing out on that longevity of fans. Which that is one thing Vince McMahon got right, was he cared about the families. Which is why he priced the tickets the way they did, because it's affordable for a family of 4. You can spend like $200 on like 4 tickets. And there's your night out. And even like stuff was affordable, like WWE Network was like $9.99. Even Peacock was that much. Like, but you get like the high-end premium. It's still under $20 a month, which is what we're paying. So, and also I think I heard like NXT PLEs are still on Peacock. Which, I like NXT. NXT is definitely a very good, solid show. So, Hello, DA. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, like, streaming services were created to break away from cable. Because we wanted everything in one platform. And now it's like, oh, if we wanted everything, we need to have this streaming service, this other one over here, this other one. And we're paying like $500 a month to consume all this content. And it's like, when is enough enough? They'll keep doing it as long as we keep paying for it. So, yeah, the saying is like, oh, you know, like, money's not everything, but like, yeah, money kind of is everything. Finish. Because, like, money talks. Money talks. If you want something to change, don't consume it. Yeah, it's a sacrifice you gotta make, but like, if you want something to change, do something about it. Because actions speak louder than words. Those words pay for itself, don't worry. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm sure with like everything, hold on. Oh, there. Okay, let's just go this way. Yeah, it's like with everything, it's like people are paying so much to get all the content that they consume. It's like you need to sacrifice something somewhere and not pay for something. So sometimes I hook my laptop with the TV and watch it that way. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I mean, we've done that a lot of times. Oh, we got ads going, so I'm gonna hold off for a little bit. Open up my new green tea bottle. Yeah, I'm waiting until it gets out of ad prison to catch up. Oh, God. I need to stretch out my legs. Bam, bam, bam. Hey!
Strike!
That happened during the ad break! Oh no! Guys, I got a strike. Oh, ads are closing. I got a strike and bowl over, guys. Crazy. Crazy work. Crazy work, but, alright. Ads are in the way, it didn't happen. I know, I'm so sad. It's like when I completed the lily pad shine and, you say no evidence and you guys are subscribed. You guys saw it. I mean, it's not the first time it's happened on stream, so... But that is such a rare occurrence. But yeah, it's like when I did the lily pad shine in Sunshine during the ad break and I had, like, no idea. Anyway, blue. Alright, Mario Kart and sports games only available through ESPN. Doing great. Still after finishing Lost Soul Aside early in the morning, 4 a.m. Damn! Worth it? Love it. Pasta's okay. It's okay. Nothing to really write home about. I'm always giving money away. For a while I thought Netflix was it. I was shocked to learn how little Netflix has when I first subscribed. They used to, you know, they first started as like a movie rental because like I remember back in the day where you could rent movies from Netflix and got it sent to you in the mail and you had to mail it back when you're done. I remember those days. We've actually done that a couple of times. But now it's just like, you know, stuff comes and goes on Netflix and various different streaming sites, and it's like there's so many to really keep track of. And if you're trying to consume every content, you're gonna be paying a lot of money for it. I'm just a little tired? Gotcha. Is Gamefly still around? I don't know if Gamefly is still... I remember seeing the advertisements for Gamefly. And like, I always wanted to do that, but I never really looked into it. Because like, hey, video game rentals, that was the way of the childhood. So I have no idea if Gamefly is still around. And also, just speaking of like, you know, streaming services and everything, because me and my husband we'd watched like some, he pulled up like this infomercial for like the Magic Bullet. Because when he was a kid, he watched it all the time. Anytime it was on, he just sat and watched it because it was so practical and was so cool. I agree. The Magic Bullet's pretty cool. But like, yeah, just like the infomercials, these ads for these like toys and like wild ads, you know, like the 90s, 2000s commercials. And it's like, for one, it's like they don't make commercials like that anymore. And for two, they don't, because everything's on a streaming platform and marketed towards adults, and there's no real advertisements for kids anymore. Like, damn near every fucking ad that I see, like, watching wrestling on TV, is stupid medical ads. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's, you know, it's either like Ozempic, or this other depression medicine, or like this other thing, and it's like, why? It's so depressing. Like, are you trying to make me depressed so I can consume your depression medicine? Is that your marketing tactic? Like, is that what we're going for here? If so, I hate it. Like, why? Ugh. And everything's just so boring nowadays. Where's the whimsy? Where's the whimsy? Where's the fun? Where is everything nowadays? I am making myself lightheaded by ranting about this. Netflix is like that? I had no idea. Yeah, in the very beginning of Netflix, when Netflix first was on the scene, they were like a movie rental. You can either stream it directly, or if they didn't have it streamed, but we're still the best dressed, fearless, say yes, we don't dress to impress. But if they didn't have it available on stream, you had the option of renting the physical disc of the movie. So, there you go. Remember Redbox? I do remember Redbox. I think there was even one here for a while. Another gripe of mine, Mrs. Tessa, found the perfect item, perfect price point. It's amazing. It's 1.5 inches too short. Oh my god, that's crazy. Thank you for the posture check and the hydrate D8. Thank you, thank you. Oh, what happened there? That sounded weird. Maybe my throat did a weird thing. Depression is the normal human state. Take this, do it. Where is everybody? You ever watch maybe Huffman on YouTube? We'll watch his videos occasionally. We don't like religiously watch him, but if it's something interesting, we'll watch it. But yeah, we watch him. Kind of also get some like inside information on some things. Even if it was like back in the day, it's pretty good information to have. Ah, no! Gamefly's still around? Is it? Like, I haven't even thought about excuse me, how did that not touch me? How did that not touch me? I'm too skinny. Luigi's too skinny. I don't think he's quite 2000 skinny, but he's skinny. Forgot it exists. I know, I did too. Like, I remember watching commercials for it. Involved in a game wasp? That's funny. That away. Peach lost all her money. Yeah, I remember the commercials for it. And I'm like, yo, that would be really cool. But I never looked into it. Never did, because by the time, like, I was able to look into it, because usually when I saw the commercial, it was, like, late at night, when I'm laying in bed to get ready for school the next morning. So it's like, yeah, I'll remember to look into that, and then I never did. Go Green Mario. Yeah, Green Mario. Yeah, and I've seen people with, like, when I mentioned, like, 2000 skinny, I've seen people want, like, yeah, we want 2000 skinny back. It's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. There's a reason millennials have body image issues, and it's 2000 skinny. You do not want to bring 2000 skinny back. So, let's see, for, body standards or beauty standards for women, 2000s, it was unrealistic because you had to starve yourself. And here in the 2020s, beauty standards are unrealistic because you gotta get surgery to get all these perfect body parts. It's like, what are we doing? What happened to natural beauty? And it's like, there are some people who are skinny today. Dunk it! Who are like skinny today that would have been called a whale back in the 2000s. Like, I remember this, I think it's like a year or so ago, me and my husband went to the grocery store. It was cold. It was cold, and like the doors, the automatic doors weren't quite working at the grocery store. And we needed to stop by to pick up a couple things for like supper or something. But anyway, we were going to the grocery store, and like the doors are like slightly open, but like both me and my husband could squeeze in, and like both of us aren't like super skinny by any means. We're not like stick thin by any means. But we were able to like squeeze through, and one of the ladies who was a bigger gal called us skinny. It's like, good thing you guys are skinny. And in my mind, I have never once thought of myself. I have never once thought of myself as skinny by any stretch of the imagination. Because of the unrealistic beauty standards I had growing up, being called chubby all my life. Even when I was at my smallest, I never thought I was skinny. Because all of that growing up never sunk into my brain that I was skinny. But then like going back and like looking at pictures of old me, it's like, yo, I wasn't that bad. But yeah, at my current size now, I got called skinny. You know, it was like, you know, it caught me by surprise. But like, you know, I'm sure somebody would think that I am fairly small and skinny, quote unquote. But you take my exact size now, put it in the early 2000s, I would be reamed to all hell and be called fat. Like, it's crazy how much the standard has changed. I never thought of my skull as skinny. I know, I didn't either. Did not either. I don't really think skulls are meant to be skinny. I mean, the Hrasvel can be a fighter jet. I think that's the closest we get. We're getting a lot of 2v2s. I think it's just the way this board's set up. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people be like, bring back 2000 skinny. No. You absolutely do not want to bring back 2000 skinny. What is happening? Yeah, you absolutely do not want to bring back 2000 skinny. You absolutely don't. No. Go away. And it's like, okay, go back and look at pictures of, like, Jessica Simpson. If you look at pictures of her in the 2000s, you'd probably think, oh, she looks totally fine. She's so beautiful, you know? But then she was, you know, called fat all those times. So it's like, no wonder millennials are so messed up in their body image issues. Look what they had. And even today's standards are so stupid, and it highly encourages a lot of plastic surgery because all these beauty standards are so unrealistic. Look at Kim Kardashian. You know, I'm sure she's had lots of surgeries. And even, what was it, the Marilyn Monroe dress that she wore to the Met Gala, like, what, 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years, either last year or 2 years ago, to the Met Gala, that she found the actual dress and, you know, convinced them to let her borrow it and not just make a replica because, and she ruined it because that dress was made for Marilyn Monroe. It was made for her and her particular body, and yeah, it was crazy. Because, like, that dress is not built for Kim K. Absolutely the fuck not. And she has the money to make a replica of it. That would have been perfectly fine, but no. But no, she didn't. But even then, like, that's supposed to be our beauty standard? Gross, no. Absolutely not. I don't want that to be my beauty standard. Which is probably why I like wrestling today, because there's a lot of different people of different body shapes, different sizes, heights, weights, you know, all doing the same thing out there. Which is why, you know, they're killing it. Even like women today, look at where they came from. They came from bra and panty mud matches to actually putting on main event bangers. So sorry, I'm focusing. And there's like lots of women wrestling now that you wouldn't even like think would even be possible considering like back then. Like, Piper Niven, Nia Jax, hell, even Bailey. And again, like, you know, all bodies are beautiful, you know. I mean, an example, you got Rhea Ripley. You know, she's like the coolest person on earth right now. And she's got, you know, she's been called, you know, she's built like a man. She's got the big shoulders. It's like, well, I got big shoulders too. You know, which is why I hate women's clothing so much. I absolutely hate women's clothing because they're all built for like teeny tiny shoulders and I never fit in them. So it's like seeing her, you know, rock these outfits, see the big shoulders being built like she is, like, yeah, you know what? She's cool. That's a good role model there. And even, like, take people like Charlotte Flair. Like, I think she's gone on to say that, people have told her she's built like an iPhone. Like, if you think of, like, the rectangle body shape, you know, like, you got Pear's Hourglass, rectangle, I would say that that's pretty well Charlotte Flair, but like she's still beautiful, and like, yeah, she's had work done obviously, but it's like it's for her own personal, you know, wants. You know, I don't care what people do, I just don't want people to feel like they're forced into it because of an unrealistic beauty standard. But yeah, Charlotte Flair is beautiful, you know, she kills it out there. She's one of the best wrestlers in the game, period. Man or woman, you know? So, but there's like, and even you got the petite women, you got, you know, Roxanne, you got, you know, Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, and even some of these women, in also Naomi included, because Naomi will be back, I'm sure. You got Becky Lynch, who had a baby and came back. You got Alexa Bliss, who had a baby and came back, you know? You got all these women from like all different walks of life coming back and doing what they love to do, yeah, they're not letting anything hold them back, and that's a good role model right there. You know? That's why I'm cool with letting my kids watch wrestling. Problem with beauty standards is that media influences people's perception a lot. A lot of people's perception is not real because of that. Yep. 100% agree. Media has always been a problem with literally anything. When you get back to the beauty standards of ancient Greece, I know if people were to see what was called beautiful back then, they would call it fat. They would call it ugly. But like, no. You know? And again, this is double standard alert. Hey, there are lots of people who praise men with dad bods. Oh my god. The dad bod is praised while the mom bod is shamed. Because like, oh, what did the men do? They gain a little bit of sympathy weight, they have a little bit of a gut, but they're still big and strong. That's a dad bod, right? And everyone loves dad bods for whatever reason. You know, like, a body's a body, you know? But then, the women, post-pregnancy, if they don't bounce back, they are fucking shamed to all hell. And I hate it. Because, like, my body has changed so much from the 2 kids that I had. And I see other women, like, you know, quote-unquote, bounce back. And it's like, not all women are like that. Like, my body has changed so much. So it's just crazy. My body literally looks like the average stature of a Greek woman, and lately people have been calling Aphrodite fat. Exactly! Exactly! This is crazy. Insane body standards. Insane beauty standards. It's crazy. More Nia Jax type talent would be cool. Like, what about a female version of Kane or something? Yeah! I mean, Raquel is like 6 foot tall. She's killing it. She is killing it right now. So yeah, there's like talent of all kinds of body types, even like men and women both. Like back then it was just like the big 6 foot tall, you know, buff men, you know, but now we're getting all different kinds. We get kind of like your mid-sides, your sleeper builds, if you will. Look at Kevin Owens. Perfect example. Kevin Owens. Like, he ain't the big muscle man, but he could go. I mean, he just had neck surgery a couple months ago, but still, point still stands. You know? And it's like, you don't need to be like, and again, Rey Mysterio, he's like 5'6". He's short, he is small. And even his son, like, yeah, Dom's taller by a lot, but also Dom's not a big muscle man, but he can also go in the ring. So we're seeing all kinds of body types out there in wrestling now, and I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. So, but yeah, just seeing, you know, seeing a lot of them out there, I'm glad that there's several women that my girls could get attached to. And even like young boys out there for, you know, the men, they can see someone, they'd be like, that person is cool. I don't care what they look like, that person is cool. Because Allie's favorite wrestler is Becky Lynch, and I think it's safe to say Riley's favorite wrestler is Jade Cargill. She's built like a superhero, but she's also pretty cool. So, Lieutenant Surgery. But yeah, body standards have changed so much over the years, and it's crazy insane. Because I remember, I've mentioned before, I'll kind of mention it again, because I mentioned, mention. Anyway, I need a thesaurus. Goodness. I've said, on a previous stream once, that, and I even said it earlier, my mom was my biggest enemy growing up. She was the one that said, oh, all you kids porked out when you were 12 years old. I was in middle school when I was 12. Like, I had just turned 12 and I started middle school. And my mom had always called me chubby. And even like my sister was like the thin model. She was built like a model, like model thin. And I was called chubby. So if you are, compared to someone so close in age with like two completely different things, it fucks with you. It fucks with your body image. It fucks with you. And so all middle school years, even leading up to high school, like I had that in my head, like I'm chubby. Like I'm fat, I need to lose weight. My mom keeps saying I'm chubby this, chubby that. And then about a year or so ago, I was looking through my old 7th grade yearbook, because I do have one. And I saw a group photo. I think it was particular, like, it was a band and choir group photo. And I was in the front row. And you can, because we took it on, like, the bleachers, you can see my entire body. Like, head to toe, you can see my entire body. And I looked at that. And I thought, wow. I actually looked normal. Like, I wasn't chubby at all. So, yeah. But if you say something enough, then, if you tell someone something enough, that they'll believe it. Goes positive and negative. Like, I call my girls pretty girls all the time. Because they're my pretty girls. And I will, compliment them. I will never tear them down for their looks. Like, objectively, yeah, like, Allie's pretty tall, she's pretty slim. It's so hard to buy her clothes because of that. And I'm not saying, oh, you're skinny, because that's a body image thing. Like, no, that's just how she's built. She's gonna be tall. Like, we even, like, the other night we discovered Allie's legs are, like, an inch or two shorter than my legs, and I am 5'3". Like, Allie is all leg. But that is the way she is built. It's not something she can control. Like, that's the thing. When you're gonna point something out about someone's looks, if it's not something they can fix in 5 minutes, don't say it. Are you sure Ellie isn't related to me? Maybe, are you sure you aren't related to my husband because she looks exactly like her dad? Tall and nothing but leg. Yep. Like, and I even, like, sat out legs apart, and there's, like, barely any difference from, like, hip to leg. Like, it's crazy. China and Shaniqua? Yeah. China especially. Like, China is essentially like the Rhea Ripley build. Like the big shoulders, kind of, built like a man or whatever. So if you liked China from like, the Attitude Era, you will love Rhea Ripley. There we go. Oh, that was too early. Just barely. It's gonna... There we go. I have mastered the art of the short cast. Can I get like a something here, please? Oh, that was way too late. It's fine. But yeah, it goes both ways when you tell something to someone enough that they believe it. It goes both ways. You can, tell someone, oh, you're chubby this, chubby that, you porked out in middle school. You can tell someone that their whole life and they will believe it even when they're not. Goes the other way too. If you tell someone so positive, like, you're beautiful, you're so pretty, you're so confident, if you tell someone that so much that they'll believe it. So that's why I try to compliment my kids as much as possible. Because I don't want them to go through what I went through. So, yee! I felt even back then they were seen more as women and men's bodies and just letting them be themselves. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so now we have like a wide range of bodies. Like you look at the women's roster, you will see all kinds of different people. So, like body shapes, builds, you know. Like we still got our, 6'5" muscle men. We still have those, but we also have, our 5'10" guys like AJ Styles, even though I think AJ Styles is a lot shorter than he appears to be. So, yeah. So that has been PSA on body image. Hooray. Because as a millennial girl who grew up with that, I would not wish that mentality on my worst enemy. Absolutely not. Blue. Go away. Oh, you didn't go. Mario went away. Fish Prime gave me this Lucha Libre Pikachu emote. Oh, I love it. Now, I think that particular Pikachu is from X and Y. No. Oris. Because there was a special contest Pikachu. There was a special contest Pikachu. And depending on, like, what, category you win in was how the Pikachu dressed. Yeah, and also gave you a special move too, because I used the one in like the pink dress for the fairy move. But yeah, there's a Lucha Pikachu, there was like a Scholar Pikachu, there was the Pikachu in the pink dress, and then there was another Pikachu, I don't remember what it was. But they give like a different type move, but it can't evolve. But there is a light ball in the game that helps it out a little bit. Are we still? Yeah. Alright, let's do it. I also don't know what turn we're on. Yay! Pink Daisy. Star, please. Thank you. But also, I just have beef with, like, clothing anyway. Not just, like, a beauty standard thing, just clothing, the clothing industry. For me and my kids. Because, like, for one, why is everything a crop top? 2, why are we putting fall clothes on the shelf in the middle of August? Shit. Hate that for me. Someone get a warp block and swap with me, please. That'd be great. But yeah, where's the bottom half of the shirt? 2, why are we putting out fall clothes in the middle of August? Because that's when they started putting out fall clothes. Like long sleeves, hoodies, jackets, when it's still fucking 100 degrees outside. Like, why? Why are we doing this? Like, why? What is the point? And it's like, what if a kid needs something right then and there? Huh? I'm not gonna buy a long sleeve shirt if my kid needs a shirt in general. I'm not gonna do that. Like, it's still fucking hot outside. Even for, like, school picture day last week, for Allie's school picture day, we had found a nice collar shirt that she can roll up the sleeves to, but it's a button-up. And we let her have a t-shirt underneath. And it's like, when your pictures are over, you can go ahead and take that top shirt off. The button-up, you can go ahead and take that off. And that's what she did, because it's hot outside. Ugh, it drives me insane. What in the Barbie Hot Wheels? Cool, I might actually lose another star with Bowser. It's gonna be great. So yeah. Pretty crazy. Yeah, it's like... And it's like, they'll put out big-ass winter coats, like, right after Halloween. Or not even, like, probably somewhere in October. Because, like, why are we doing this? What is up with the fashion industry? I hate it so much. And it's like, yeah, you can find, you know, summer stuff, but it's on the clearance rack, and there's no guarantee you're gonna find what you need because it's on the clearance rack. And not what is abundant on the racks right now. It's like, what are we doing? Like, pajamas are so hard to find on the racks right now. Oh my god. I'm getting bombarded. Because, okay, both Allie and Riley are very comfortable in, like, the t-shirt and shorts kind of pajamas. But, like, right now, it's all long sleeves and pants for, you know, either pajama. You know, for, like, the big kid and the toddler size. But, like, they don't have the t-shirt and shorts out until... Oh, shit. Until, you know, spring and summertime. So, it's so hard to get them pajamas. Like, I even had to, like the best case, like, you know, the best way to get them pajamas is if I ordered it online, and there's no guarantee about, like, sizing online. It's so difficult to find clothes for my children, because Allie is, like, you know, tall and slim. Pants are so hard for her, because it's like, we need to find the right length, but if it's, like, the right length, she's swimming in them with the waist. That's why I always look for, like, the ones that have, like, the adjustable waists. Those are a fucking lifesaver. I think with Riley, too, because Riley is just so small anyway. So, but we're gonna take a break, because I need to pee. I need to pee, and I probably need to stretch out my legs, too. So, we're gonna take a break. We're going to get up, stretch, go to the bathroom, grab a snack, do whatever it is you need to do, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. We're back. And let's roll a 1, 2, or 3. Of course it gives me 3. Alright, just get it over with. Alright. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Because Bowser can take coins or stars if you have them. What a way to come back from break. Just get a star stolen from me. Thank you for the leaks, Johnny. Thank you. Alright. Thank you. I was thinking of something, because I swapped out some laundry because I needed to swap out some laundry. Because there was something that happened that I needed to wash something, this morning. And I'm like, oh, I need to swap laundry out. So, and as I was thinking about it, I had Your Idol stuck in my head, because sometimes I get songs stuck in my head at times, and I had Your Idol stuck in my head. And then I remembered, like, I think 2 weeks ago, I think a couple weeks ago, I was ranting about, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was ranting about K-pop Demon Hunters, and how I have seen people cover Golden and Your Idol. Like, the same person could cover Golden and Your Idol, but they will sing the Korean for Golden, but not the Korean for Your Idol. And I went back and clipped it, because it was just like a funny little rant to me. And I made a TikTok about it. And of course, K-pop Demon Hunters is still a hot topic. So, of course, this TikTok kind of took off a little bit. At least compared to some of my other TikToks recently. So, of course, K-pop Demon Hunters is still very much topical. But the comments on it, there's like 6 comments, I think. One of them was like, I'm just watching the Mario Party gameplay. I'm like, you know what? You're vibing. I like you. But some of the other comments, it's like they missed the point of what I was trying to say. And it's like, tell me you only watched the first 2 seconds without telling me you only watched the first 2 seconds. Mario was a jerk. He pushed me off. Bitch. Did you see him like shove me? Bruh, he like legit shoved me out of the way. That wasn't very nice. But yeah, cause I opened it up with like, you know, when people sing Your Idol, you know, they'll replace the Korean with the English translations. Which, you know, it's whatever, right? Like, I don't particularly care if people do that. I care when it's the same people that translate Your Idol that don't do the same for Golden. That's the problem. It's like, if you're going to sing the translation for one, sing the translation for both. And the comments completely missed the point. They're like, well, if someone doesn't want to, like, butcher a language, they're going to translate it. It's like, what about Golden then? What about Golden then? Yeah, it's like, tell me you commented only watching, like, the first, like, 3 seconds without telling me you commented while watching only the first 3 seconds. Just kind of bugged me a little bit. And it's like, yeah, like, I don't care whether or not you sing translations. I don't care. I do care is if you sing a translation for one but not the other from the same damn movie. Because, you know, like, they'll sing Yo When You Get Just Suwamnin but not Kud Up She. Like, really? It's like, dude. He comments like that. The internet sucks. The internet does suck. Because, yeah, like, I see those comments, you know, because I get notifications for them. And, like, reading them, I'm like, that makes no sense. Every time I read those comments, I'm like, but what about Golden? What about Golden? Every single cover I have heard of Golden, whether they're a native Korean speaker or not, they will sing the Korean in Golden. But those same people won't do the same for Your Idol. That is my problem. That is my problem. If you're going to sing the Korean for Golden, sing the Korean for Your Idol. And, you know, most people probably would only cover Your Idol up to the first chorus. You know? And there's only like 2 little bits of Korean from the beginning of the song to the end of the first chorus in Your Idol. Kud Up She and Hwangoro Chie, I think. No, Hwangoro Chie, you can't look away. Yeah. I flub the next line after that. I get the Korean perfectly fine, but I flub the next line after that. But point still stands. Like, if you're going to sing Korean for one song from the same movie, sing the Korean for all of them. That's my point, and the point went completely over everyone's head of those that commented, so. Yeah. It's like, it should have been like a, oh, deletes paragraph moment, but no, they just full sent the comment. It's like, bruh, what are we doing? But yeah, and it's one of those, like, I feel like I bring up a good point, but also TikTok is one of those, I'm kind of guilty of this too, but I don't watch something for 3 seconds, comment something, and then scroll away. If I'm going to comment on a TikTok, I'm going to watch the whole thing first. And I don't comment very often on TikToks. Very seldom do I comment on TikToks. I'll comment on friends' TikToks sometimes. Like, I'll comment on Blue's from time to time. I'll comment on someone else's, but I'll only comment after I've watched the whole thing first. I don't watch something for 3 seconds, comment, and then scroll away without watching the rest of it. Like, I don't do that. That's not cool. Because, like, if I watch something in, like, the first half, and then I scroll away, I don't go back and comment. I don't comment on something I've only seen part of. The internet K-pop community, am I right? I know, it's I hate it. With literally any other, like, internet community, because, like, it's the internet trolls, it's the people who have, like, no, like, courtesy for anything ever. It does get annoying. Like, a lot of internet is, at least K-pop wise, it's a lot of blinks who are just solo stans that will literally attack anything that's not about their faves. Like, I saw a TikTok saying, here are the best performers of a group, girl group edition. You know, and they kind of went through different groups and who they personally thought was the best performer of the group. And in that TikTok was different. I don't understand what went wrong. It wasn't, I don't know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm losing it, it's fine. 40 coins. Bruh. I'm losing it. Anyway, the TikTok kind of went through some 3rd and 4th gen groups of like who the best, like, had the best stage presence, best performer. You know, went through different groups, went like Baby Monster, ITZY, some other groups, and I know Blackpink was one of them. And the person that posted a video said Rosé was the best performer in Blackpink, like best overall performer. And the reasons they gave, it was fairly objective in their process, which, you know, like, you can be objectively subjective. As long as you, like, stick to your guns, and this is my criteria for how I'm ranking these, and I go off of, you know, my opinion and my research, then boom, there we go. You know, like, I respect it. And they said Rosé was the best performer in Blackpink. The comments were filled with Lisa stans saying, no, Lisa's the best performer in Blackpink, not Rosé. It's like, yeah, Lisa's the best dancer in Blackpink. Why aren't you mentioning Lisa? Lisa's right there. And it's like, come on, guys. Like, what do you guys are just making yourselves look like fools by doing this. It's just a video of who they think is the best performer in these girl groups. That's it. It's just a silly video. that shouldn't be taken seriously at all. And you guys are just flooding the comments with shit about Lisa. It's like, bro. And it's like, if I were to say somewhere in a comment on the internet and specific blinks or just K-pop fans get a hold of it, I would get ripped to shreds. Because if I say somewhere out here that Lisa is not the best dancer in 3rd gen, blinks would ream me to shreds. They would tear me apart, send me all kinds of hate comments because I say Lisa is not the best dancer in 3rd gen, which is objectively true, honestly. Like, yeah, Lisa is a good dancer, but that's it, she's a good dancer. That's all she has going for her. She is a good dancer and has swag, quote unquote. I totally did air quotes for swag. That's it. That's all she has going for her. There's plenty of other dancers, male and female, in the 3rd gen, even 4th gen, that are better than Lisa, honestly. So, like, I would even go on record to say Momo from Twice is a better dancer than Lisa. And I don't even think Momo is that good, too. I think Momo is overrated, personally. I think Jiho's a better performer. And, like, Momo's supposed to be the main dancer, and I don't think she's, like, that good. I think she's overrated, personally. Best dancer is Chahak, and I will not be taking any criticism, Stan Vix. I mean, yes, N is a very good dancer, for sure. Vix is definitely underrated in the grand scheme of things. It's just, from a dancer's, like, I'm not professionally trained or anything. I do it more so as a hobby, and I was good at it. So I feel like that's a little bit of criteria that I can go off of. No! Give me that. No! From downtown! I missed. Thank you, Mario. So, yeah, from a dancer perspective, like, I have my personal opinions, but I can also look at stuff objectively in comparison to, like, others of, like, the same time era. Dancing is not words. That is correct. Dancing is not words. Dancing is dancing. And, like, I have my personal favorite dancers, but again, I can also look at stuff objectively. Like, EXO, for example. On a technical level, Kai is the best dancer in EXO. He's not my favorite. I think Kai is overrated, but I still acknowledge he is a good dancer. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Give me your star. So, insightful. I know, crazy, right? So yeah, like, Kai is objectively the best dancer on a technical level, and I do acknowledge that, but personally, he's not my favorite, and I think he's overrated. And he's not my favorite because I'm not a contemporary person. I think Lei, personally, is better and more to my taste, and more to what I look for in a dancer. Even Sehun. And I'm not just saying that because of the Say Booty in the Lotto music video. No, Sehun's pretty decent too. There are lots of times where my eyes will gravitate towards Sehun in EXO dances. So, and even Stray Kids. I'll talk about Stray Kids because, like, people are nuts for butts over Hyunjin being the best dancer in Stray Kids, and yeah, he's. I think they kind of scrapped their position names. They used to have them, but there's, you know, Dance Racha and stuff. But Hyunjin was main dancer, is a main dancer, but I don't think he's that good. to earn all the hype he's got. He's a good dancer, but he is definitely a JYP trained dancer for sure. Felix is good. He's definitely self-taught. He's got the groove there. But I think Lino is the best dancer, and for one, he was professionally trained. He was a backup dancer for a long time, had his own dance crew and everything. And I think Lino's moves are super clean. They're easy to read. And if I am actively learning a Stray Kids dance, I will look at Lino. That's usually the good key for who I think is the best dancer, is who I look at when I'm learning their dance. Like Super Junior, Eunhyukindong, and Shindong. Even Shindong. Shindong's a damn good dancer too. Shindong can outdance your faves any day. There, I said it. You know, if I'm learning a Twice dance, I would probably look to Jihyo. Honestly. Stray Kids, I would look to Lino. So there's like different people, you know, that's usually my good tell of who I think is the best dancer in a group, is who I look to if I want to learn their dance. Does this impact how well they fight? Kinda. Because what is fighting but dancing with your fists? What is fighting but dancing with your fists? I'm always losing money in these things. I'm gonna go get food. Get your food. Go get your food. But yeah, when I'm writing a fight scene, I've watched so much wrestling now, I can kind of do that, but like the fluidity of things, dance. Of course, blue leaves before a quote gets added, but I'll do it. I will do it. Gotcha. I got you. But yeah, whenever I would write fight scenes, I think of it, you know, as a two-person dance. You're choreographing, you know? If you're, like, planning a fight scene, you're choreographing it. You know? It takes two to tango. You can't do stuff by yourself. I mean, you could do, you know, solo dances, but, like, when it comes to, like, fight scenes, you know, there's several different people to consider. Wow, they just cleared the way for me. They just cleared the way, I love it. Hello, the Red Comet. Hello, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. I mean, there's Tango with your shadow. I mean, yeah, that could be a thing. But hello. But yeah, like, as a dancer, and I'm not, like, professionally trained, but I've experienced enough dancing to have knowledge and insight on things. Like, would it be cool to go get professionally trained? Sure. But, I don't have the time or the money to pay someone to professionally train me. So, but, again, you know, it's fine. I should probably pick up dancing again. But it's like, what time do I got? What time do I got? I got like no time in my day. I am doing pretty good, actually. It's a Tuesday afternoon playing Mario Party. It's good. Pay for yoga, to be honest. Honestly, like, for as much problems as I have, I probably should do yoga. My thing is, I hate being around people, so I would probably have to, like, get myself into a routine, and I tried to do that one time, but it's like, even in front of my kids, I'm like, I don't really want to do this, you know? Because it's like, I want it to be like a myself time. I don't want to be bombarded with mommy, 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 because that's my everyday. Every day. I have a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old. And my entire day, when they're both not at school, is mommy, 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 mommy. Ugh. It's like, I love my kids, don't get me wrong, but this stage is... Ugh. So if you ever had, you know, your mom snap at you when you just wanted her attention, just know she loves you. You were just annoying her. I'm sure I annoyed my parents too. A lot of times. And I've been snapped at before, so it's like, I get it. Wait till they're teens. I mean, my oldest definitely has the attitude. Both of them got attitudes on them, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Eh. What's up, Bowser? Oh, tug of war, WWF attitude. I know. Crazy. Alright. But I mean, I've always been... I tend to not, like, do stuff like that in front of people. Like, I don't like doing chores in front of people. I don't like doing, like, working out in front of people. This is the best you get for me. But, like, this is fine. This is, like, my socialization. But I'm in the comfort of my own home. But I've always been, like, judged on my method of doing things and how I do things because my mom was so strict on, like, you have to do it this way. You have to do it that way. My mom was the kind of woman to get pissed at my dad for folding towels wrong. That was the environment I grew up in. And it's like, and so in my mind, I'm like, if mom gets mad at dad for doing something not her way, then I just won't show her my way. Oh, I almost got all of them again. World Wildlife Fund attitude. Yup. So... yeah, and like a lot of time, like she would like teach us like cleaning or like have us like clean stuff. It's like, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. And she would get so mad at everyone. It's like, oh, if I want it done right, I got to do it myself. You know, that type of thing. So it's like, you know what? I'm just not gonna do things in front of her then. So I probably just developed that mentality from that. And it's like, I'm not gonna let anyone, you know, see me do these things because I don't want to get judged on how I did it. So, that is probably where that came from. So, anything like working out, doing chores, I don't like doing them in front of people. Because it's like, I have a method to my madness, and I don't want to be judged for my method to my madness. Everyone is saying Bowser with zero money. Can't be me. I've never had zero money finding Bowser yet in Mario Party 1. But yeah, that's a classic Mario Party thing. I feel like I've seen people so shocked by this. That like, oh, Bowser gives you money if you land on him with no money. It's like, why? It's a normal thing. Like, Bowser isn't all that evil. So he ain't all bad. Whee. Sorry, my head was itchy for a second. So there was another day I talked about my mom making fun of me for talking out loud. And it's like, excuse me, Mario, jeez. Like, I was playing TTYD, it was like college, because I remember where we had the TV. And I was playing TTYD, and I had my door open, and all I was doing was reading the dialogue text out loud in the voices. Something that I have been complimented on a lot of times on stream is like, yeah, I read it in like character voices because that's fun, and I read it out loud because I'm a read out loud person. Like, yeah, I can read silently to myself, but I feel like I take in more information if I like read out loud. Like reading instructions out loud, that's like, I usually like absorb them better. So I was reading the game text out loud, and I hear my mom going, like, she taps on my wall. Again, my door is open. I'm facing said wall with the door because that's where the TV was, and I was reading the text. So I hear, so I'm like, oh, my mom's gonna show up. So I quiet down for a second, and she pops into the open door and says, you know, only crazy people talk to themselves. And then she leaves. It's like, she probably thought that was hilarious, but it wasn't hilarious. And it's like, I hear my kids talk to themselves all the time. I hear them talk to themselves all the time. That's a normal thing to do. Because I talk to myself all the time. Like, what am I doing right now? I'm essentially just talking into the void. You know? That's what I do, and I hear my kids do it all the time, but I'm not gonna say only crazy people talk to themselves. Like, I'm not gonna do that. So that boomer mentality, because my parents were boomers. I was a millennial born. It took them a while to get in the water. I was a millennial born to boomer parents. Because my parents were born in the 50s. They were born in the 50s. And there were some things that, like, you know, each parent did good and bad. You know, like, I wish I'd gotten more time with my dad growing up. I didn't really spend a whole lot of time with my dad in, like, my middle years. But as I got older, I spent more time with him. Like, when I started golfing and asking questions about baseball, softball. Like, that was kind of, like, you know, our time together. And he would always, like, you know, teach me stuff about things. So, but that wasn't until, like, I got older that he, you know, got a lot closer, especially after Mom died. But I was closer to Mom, even with all that, you know, because, like, there was good and bad to my mom, you know, like, she had her bad moments, but she was also fairly fun. But, like, again, we weren't without problems. So, and it's like, looking back on it, like, yeah, there was a lot of fucked up things that were said and done, but, I mean, she was still my mom, and, you know, I still loved her. It just sucked that, like, a lot of my issues came from her. And going into, like, astrology, because I'm a little bit knowledgeable in astrology. I know enough. That, like, usually, like, look to your moon sign, and that's your relationship with your mom. Because moon represents, like, mother. That's why, you know, Cancers are, like, the moms of the zodiac. And they look to, like, your Saturn for your dad, and it's, you know, Saturn kind of rules Capricorn in a way. And so you look, you know, Capricorn's like the dad of the zodiac or whatever. But yeah, you look to your moon sign and it's like that's your relationship with your mom. And my moon sign is an Aries. And I have read that moon and Aries have very rocky relationships with their mom. Like their mom is their first enemy. Like their mom is their biggest hater with moon and Aries. I'm like, you know what? Thinking on that? Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. So, I mean, I wish it wasn't, but I mean, that's life. I mean, without that, I wouldn't be the way I am now, you know? Without those hardships, I wouldn't have the views I have now. You know, like there's this content creator on TikTok. She does a lot of fashion try-ons. And she's plus size. And the reason she does all these like fashion try-ons is to show that plus size women can dress beautifully and dress comfortably, and also to show the good and bad of fashion industry. Because and you know, people's bodies are different. Kind of went over that. Cheap viewers, this is what happens. She leaves and then bots show up. They know when my mods aren't here. It's crazy. But like, yeah, people, you know, hang on, what the? We had a bot. We had a bot. But yeah, like people's, you know, people gain weight differently. I was literally here and I had chat pulled up. But yeah, like this lady, like she had gained weight from like medication and she tried to lose weight and like nothing happened. So it's like, you know what, might as well just love the body that I'm in if I can't do anything about it, you know? And like people love to call people fat whales. There's a family member of mine that absolutely fucking hates women. Drives me insane. It's like he will call anyone who's just slightly bigger a fat whale. And it's ironic that his wife is that same size. He will call someone smaller than his wife a fat whale. And I hate it. Bot didn't show up for me until you banned it, which is trying to make me look bad. I'm being framed. What is going on? That is weird. But yeah, this family member, you know, like, his wife isn't, like, skinny by any means. At least didn't used to be. Because I remember him saying, and this is the really shitty thing. I remember him saying if he met his wife when she was skinny, like she used to be, he wouldn't have married her. And that is just as bad as saying, if I met you when you were fat, I wouldn't marry you. That's just as bad. So, ooh, where am I going? So I heard him say that, and I can't get that out of my head. And also I've seen the stuff he posts on social media. I see all it, and I can't help but just shake my head and get real angry. Because again, he will call people his wife's size a fat whale. And it's like, why? Why are you doing this? Why do you hate women so much? Why? Why are we still doing this? Twitch, like I swear to God, I was here. I could see chat. There was no bot message. It popped up. I was already banned. That's crazy. Yeah, the username of the bot, Tolerant Bedpost. That's a username. Okay, we're doing it this way. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Give me your stuff! If you know how to metagame Chance Time, Chance Time can be your best friend. Chance Time can be your best friend. if you know how to metagame it. Hi. But yeah. And it's like, it's not just this family member that I see. It's a lot of people on the internet that love to just shit on a woman that's just slightly bigger. Or even like, you know, fairly plus size, but have the confidence. Because there's nothing these dude bros hate more than a confident woman. There's nothing they hate more. So, but yeah, I see this, you know, the gal trying on clothes, and like she ranges from like an extra large to like an XXL, or even like a large to an XXL, depending on the brand. And that's the whole problem with it. It's like it depends on the brand and how, and also different clothes in like the same size can like fit her differently. And that's just clothing, you know, because there's some things that do look cute, but they aren't flattering on her. But then there's other pieces of clothing that are flattering on her that are like a size smaller or bigger or whatever. And people just love to hate. You know, it's like, you should lose weight because it's always the first thing. It's like, some people struggle with that. Some people can't. And also, some people have gained weight by like side effects of medication, or they get depressed because of a major life event happened. You know? Or it's like, hey, pregnancy fucked you up, and you know, you carry weight in different places where you didn't used to. And now clothes don't fit you properly anymore. Hi. Ah! So, but like everyone gains weight differently, everyone loses weight differently, everyone is different. I think the most common thing I see is people gaining weight via medication side effect. And I also know that there's specific birth control that has a side effect of gaining weight. I know, you know how I said earlier with like, oh, the comparison, oh, my mom called me chubby, but said my sister was like model thin. She was put on medication when she was about 18, 19? Probably more 19, 20. She was put on a medication, and one of the biggest side effects was weight gain. One of the biggest side effects was weight gain. And she had gained a bit of weight. And, but in her mind, because she is autistic, and this is how her mind operated. In her mind, it's like, oh, I gained weight because of the medicine. If I stop taking this medicine, I lose the weight. If only it worked that way. If only it worked that way, but it doesn't work that way. Because somehow, our bodies, it's so easy to like gain weight, but it's so hard to lose it. And it's always a struggle. You know? And now it's like, oh, everyone's taking Ozempic or whatever, but like, only really take it if a doctor prescribes it to you for health reasons, and not just because you want to take it because all the celebrities are doing it. You know, like, I'm all for being comfortable in your body, but I'm also all for living healthily too. Like, I'm probably not the healthiest person, but I'm also not the unhealthiest person, you know? So, oh, I'm reeling in. Fish. So, yeah. Alright, get up here, Peach. No, what? Fine. Fine, we do it this way. Peach. Why? Why? You're just deciding things. Stop just deciding things. What is even... They're just programmed to do whatever. It's irritating at times. Oh, now you go for this one. Cool. Cool. There's a lot of the times that I see stuff from family members in particular, and I want to call it out so bad. I occasionally call out some things, and like if it's like super egregious, I'll call it out. But there's other things where it's like, there's gonna be no point because no one's gonna listen to me. Because I'm baby sister. I'm baby sister. I'm the youngest in the family. No one's gonna listen to me because I'm baby sister and I don't know anything. It's usually what happens. It's usually what ends up happening. It's like, you're a baby sister, you don't know anything. It's like, yeah, I do, because I had to learn everything most on my own because no one would teach me anything. Because I'm baby sister, I had to learn a bunch of shit on my own. So, yay. Yay. It's some lore dump there for Tessa Jane. Tessa Jane lore dump. We should be approaching last 5 turns, I think. Ow. My hip just like cracked. Love that. And again, it's like, I tell these stories, you know, that could be somewhat worrisome, but I also tell them in case, you know, someone out there can relate a little bit. You know? Because I often find trouble finding people that have close to my experiences. So, it's nice when I, you know, find someone that I find relatable, because, like, yeah, you know, I've been through that before. So that's why I tell these, but, like, that's few and far in between. Like, even when I mentioned, yeah, called it. When I mentioned, like, oh yeah, I find, you know, different women of, like, different sizes and everything. Like, content creators, like, ordinary people. I find it so hard to find people that have, like, my particular body type, too. So, like, I find that rough at times. Standard last 5 turns procedures, all red and blue spaces are doubled if you pass by Koopa Troopa, you get 20 coins instead of 10. Yay. Ta-da! So, because, like, finding relatable people on the internet is the easiest thing ever and also the hardest thing ever. If you are looking to super popular big content creators and influencers, you'll be hard pressed to find those relatable people. And that's just kind of what happens. Fame changes people. So there's a lot of content creators that I found very relatable early on, and then they quickly lost their relatability. Even within, like, friends. Streamer friends. Because, like, I remember discovering the streamer when they were very small. Very humble beginnings. Me and my husband saw ourselves in them. You know, the dynamic was great. But, they grew very quickly. And they kind of changed after they grew very quickly. Why am I suddenly doing bad now? Why am I suddenly doing bad at this now? I haven't changed any of my methods. And 50 coins? Oh, gross. Gross. Oh, well, it's fine. But yeah, I've seen streamers, like, meeting streamers when they were very small, and it's not like I'm gatekeeping how big they get. No, it's kind of the opposite in a way. It's like they get too big and they forget where they come from. They forget who has helped them along the way. And I see it in streamers, I see it with people IRL, because there's someone that I knew that was very close to my husband that he had known for a long time and helped him out a bunch. Even his family helped them out a bunch. And now they just forget who helped them along the way at their lowest. You know, like that always sucks. When you see people forget who helped them up when they were at their lowest. And it's like, in my stream journey, like, I haven't forgotten that first raid. I haven't forgotten who helped my community grow. I haven't forgotten, and I deeply appreciate those who have helped me along the way. It just sucks that I am no longer close to these people that have helped me along the way, but I still appreciate what they did for me at the time. So, yeah. Well, you know, humble beginnings. Never forget your roots. Never forget. So. What? Peach. Wasn't the... Yeah, that's what I thought. Why did she do that? That's so confusing. I mean, she's gonna win, but... That was so confusing. That was a very confusing move she did. So, but also, I have seen streamers who have grown pretty big that haven't changed at all. And they're still really cool people, and I talk to them occasionally. Hang out in their streams occasionally. So, yeah. It's also one of those things where, you know, if you experience somebody's, like, quote-unquote true colors, and no one else has, and they're like, yeah, this person's a great person, and you've seen their nasty side, unwarranted, and it's like, are they really nice, or are they just trying to, you know, play the game here, you know? Because, I mean, I've been treated very poorly by people who people have claimed to be like, oh, they're so nice, they're the sweetest. Like, they're so nice, they're the sweetest, but it's like, no, they've never treated me like that. So... And people are like, oh, Tesla's so nice, she wouldn't be mean. It's like, oh, unless you do something to hurt me personally, I won't be mean to you. Or another one's like, oh, she's so quiet. But then you come on here onto my streams and it's like, get her to stop talking. Okay, I stopped short. That should be fine if I make it. Yeah, because, I mean, you get people who I went to high school with. Dang it! And, you play them, like, part of my stream. They'll be like, who is this person? I've never heard her talk so much in my life. Even, playing Peak. Last Thursday, with, like, all those people. I was told, like, you gotta speak up. And I'm like, I just don't. I just don't. I'm very quiet. Like, me by myself is a whole different beast than me with a group of people. More Peak. Hopefully we get more Peak at some point. Probably not this week. I am really busy this week. Because Riley's got a little cheer camp and they perform at the football game Friday night. And also Monday is Vegeto's birthday. So we'll probably do something this weekend. Also, WrestlePalooza, if we are able to watch it? Question mark? So this week is, no. You gotta speak up so you don't get left behind. No, but why? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't like bothering people. But also, like, at the end, on Thursday, so much was happening IRL that, I just kind of quietly left after a bit. And that was because so much was happening, a lot with, like, the pickup and, oh, what am I forgot. I'm not Peach. I'm not Peach. I'm not Peach. Oh my god, I don't know why I kept thinking I'm Peach the whole time. I'm Luigi. This whole time I'm like, yeah, I'll skateboard. But no, I'm not skateboarding. I'm on the cloud. We don't want to leave you. It's fine. It's fine. I do most things on my own anyway. Yeah, negative lunch balance, whatever. I get a text from the school. One of those automatic messages like, your daughter Allison has a negative lunch balance. And it's like, I know. We're currently broke. I can't do anything about it right now. Me. Having fun yet? Oh, we're having a lot of fun. So, yeah, there was a lot of things that happened IRL, and I was already so stressed, and my brain was, like, everywhere, too. Even, like, because I was trying to talk to Allie about a few things, and trying to get her situated, and then going back to the game, and then everyone left, and it's a lot to keep track of. It's a lot to keep track of. But, I mean, Peak is fun. It was very fun. It's a lot more fun with other people. There we go. There we go. But yeah, Peak is definitely more fun with friends because I bought it and I played enough to kind of get the controls of it and to kind of fiddle with the settings the way I want them to. Also, the more people there are in the group, the more laggy my laptop gets. Like the first group, it was what? Blue, Lim, myself, Gihan, and JT, I think was in that first group. We had like 5, I think. Laptop ran pretty okay, but then we got that bigger group, and my laptop was struggling at times. So yeah, definitely the more people there are in the game, the laggier my laptop gets. That was a fun experience. But yeah, for sure, it'd be really fun to play it again. We just need to figure out a time. Just not this week. Really busy this week. So. But yeah, that just kind of shows you how I really am in terms of like a big group. Because like, yeah, on my own stream, when I'm by myself, I yap a lot. I'm talking constantly. I just talk about whatever is on my mind. But then it's like you get me in a group, and it's like, I'm quiet. I don't say much. I don't say much of anything. Because I think a lot of it is like I tend to try to figure stuff out on my own. Probably goes back to like the constantly being judged thing. Old habits die hard, good and bad. So I am terrible at hitting. That's why I'm always out running and grabbing the money. But when it's Bowser Bash and Cash, I'm terrible at it. Ah! No judge. I mean, I appreciate it. What turn are we on? 49. Okay. But yeah, and also, like, if I'm, like, learning something for the first time, that's why I always get really nervous when I, like, go in a game, like, completely blind for the first time. Like, Tui was a wild experience, because I always had this, like, weird fear of someone coming in and just immediately be like, you're not doing this right. And it's like, I'm doing it for the first time. What do you want me to do? I don't know what the right way is. Because I had some problems when I did Splatoon 3 single player. Because I did that one completely blind. And I had some issues with backseating and potential spoilers. Had some issues with that. Okay. Okay. So, I was a little worried with Banjo-Tooie. Because I was experiencing a lot for the first time. So, with, like, literally anything, if I experience it for the first time, I'm always, like, so afraid people are just gonna come in hot with, like, you're not doing this right, and just immediately start backseating, because I see it happen everywhere. And also, speaking of, like, that streamer that, you know, we saw kind of ourselves in, and they started small and got bigger and just kind of lost themselves. Their stream was also not modded very well. And they were the ones that did all those community days and that I was a part of. And that's a big problem as to why I'm like, I can't do community days, because it was not modded very well. My husband even offered to become a mod for them. He volunteered. And they never got back to him. Never did. Oh, dang it. So that kind of, you know, left a sour taste in his mouth in a way. Because, like, you know, like, I'm volunteering to help you. You know, because, like, you guys need mods. It's a lot to keep up with. You know. He volunteered and never got back to him. Oh no! Well, I got it anyway. There we go. And also, not to mention the several... Dang it! The several, gift subs he gave to their channel, too. It's one of those, we showed these people a vast amount of kindness and offered to help. You know, my husband gifted so many subs to their channel, like over 100, like almost 200, I think, in the grand scheme of it all. Like almost 200 gift subs. And we even, like, gave them 20 bucks a month through their Patreon. The only person at the time to do it. And because I said something they didn't like about a year ago, and I don't even know exactly what it was. I don't even know exactly what it was that I said. Because of that, they just dropped us. Completely. Me and him, even though he did nothing. So, yeah, it's one of those things where it's a little bit bitter. And that's a reason why I, you know, don't play with viewers when it comes to a Mario Party, you know, because I see so many times how unmodded it can get. So, like, if I do have a community day where I'm playing with viewers, that's something where I would, like, get a hold of the mods, and it's like, hey, we're gonna be doing this, I need you guys on high alert. Type situation. And, like, I'm vigilant enough to point stuff out and defend myself, but it's like, if I'm playing a game and, you know, trying to hang out and have fun, you know, mods should definitely be vigilant and shouldn't let me see stuff, you know? That's what mods are for. Because mods are awesome. I love my mods. We got Vegito, we got Blue, we got Sylvia. I think that is the current mod squad. I'm the best! Alright. Clean sweep of the bonus stars. 10 stars ending. I think we slaughtered this one. 500 from minigames. 500 even. Like, if every single minigame was worth 10 coins, then I won every single one. Crazy. That is crazy. Also, Peach got 82. I held the most, 138. I had a feeling I had the happening star. I landed on a bunch. I landed on a bunch of happening spaces. I only had, what was the Whack-A-Plant? I only had Whack-A-Plant. A couple chance times, not too bad. One mushroom at the very end. A couple Bowsers. I thought I had more Bowsers than that. Maybe it's because of the other people that landed on Bowser and it was mini games. Maybe that's why. But yeah, this was I'd say a pretty clean victory here. Ran away with it. We ran away with the fire. Through the fire and the flames, we carried on. I dribbled my green tea. The tiniest bit. Dribbled and I spilled it a little bit. Oh, rough. Anyway, we're back here. I will need to end right now because I need to prepare some stuff. Because I need to put stuff away because I'm going to go watch the practice because Riley is so little. And I also need to pick up my other child from school. Luckily, it's on the way to where I need to go for Riley's cheer practice. Because, okay, the cheer practice goes from preschool to 4th grade. And Allie is in 5th grade. So, Allie can't do it, but Riley can, because Riley's in preschool. So I need to, like, fill out this paper, get 20 bucks? No, I need that. So I need to put some stuff away and pick up my other child and get there on time, because the practice starts at 4. So I will need to do that. I will stream. Okay, Blue. I mean, you don't have to. I am not making you do this. You are doing this on your own. But that'll be it for today. Tomorrow we'll do some Mario Strikers because I said I was going to last Friday and I ended up not streaming. I like streaming early because then I can end early and see Burb. I like doing it. Okay. Okay, I mean, if you like doing it, I can't stop you, but I'm like, I'm not making you do it. So yeah, we'll do some Mario Strikers tomorrow because I want to do the Bowser Cup and it's really fun. So we'll do Bowser tomorrow, Bowser Cup tomorrow. And Thursday we'll do Eternal Star, which is the last board in Mario Party 1, and then after that I don't know what we're doing for Mario Party. Cuz I did 2. I've played a lot of 3 this year. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And then Friday is we're vibing. I don't know what we're doing Friday. I don't know what we're doing Friday. We'll figure it out. But yeah. Just let me know when you're live, Blue. Alright, so yeah, tomorrow, Mario Strikers. Thursday, Mario Party, Eternal Star. Eternal Star is one of my favorites. I love the music there. It's a good one. And then Friday, again, I don't know. Because again, I usually plan ahead for what games I'm playing. Mario Party has always just been vibes. Unless I had like a solid plan like the Gauntlet run last year. And then story mode with Mario Party 4 last year too. I usually plan ahead, but like Mario Party is usually just vibes. I do have plans for what we're playing after Xenoblade X. I do have a game lined up for that. Because it's something I hadn't seen in a while, and I kind of want to play. So, but it's like for after Tui, I'm like, oh god, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what we're doing. And it's like a lot of the time, like here lately, because I've played so many games, here lately, it's like a lot of the games that I do want to play, I would have to buy first. And that would mean I have to acquire the money to buy said game. Like Mario Odyssey would be fun. I don't own it. I would have to buy it. Peach Showtime would be fun. I would have to buy it. Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'd have to buy it. So there's like lots of games out there that would be so much fun, but I'd have to buy them first. And I don't have the money right now to do it. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at in the grand scheme of things. So we're just gonna vibe. We're just gonna vibe for Wednesdays and Fridays until I can figure out a solid plan. So as soon as Blue goes live, there you are. All right, Blue's live. So we will raid message. We'll go Luigi's on fire. Please. Add please at the end of that. I can type them. Great. Alright, Luigi's on fire, please. Will be our raid message. So yeah, tomorrow, Strikers, Thursday, Mario Party, and Friday is just gonna be whatever the heck. We'll figure it out. So Mondays are Xenoblade Chronicles X, Tuesdays and Thursdays are Mario Party, and Wednesdays and Fridays are Mario Strikers and other things. Vibes, just vibes. So thank you everyone for coming out and hanging out, and we will see you next time.